It is the middle of March and it is literally freezing cold out here. Very strange weather. We had rain come through, cold rain. We got snow up in the mountains that we can kind of see, and we're in the low 40s, upper 30s, which is a problem for a few different reasons that we're going to share with you guys. But let's take a look at this cold and dreary morning this morning. We're gonna get to chores here in just a minute. You can see we've got at least one of the piggies up there. But we've got a lot of work to do over there with the pigs today. In fact, we're gonna film a separate video talking a little bit about the move that we're doing with the pigs, and we're gonna show that to you guys, and then also talk about kind of some ideas that we got from you with that area that the pigs have now prepared for us. But one of the things that we share with you guys here is we're really candid when it comes to some of the issues that we face with certain things. One of those would be chickens, and I'm gonna spin this way. We have our brooder back there, and that has chicks in it. So we do broiler chickens. It's one of the enterprises. It's a small one, so it's an income stream for the farm that we've been doing. This is our 9th round, so we're not rookies with this. We actually had some folks commenting, questioning our abilities last time we raised these chickens, and that's fine. I don't have an issue with that, but we're not rookies when it comes to raising these. Now, we're still learning, and this is a new farm. We're still trying to get timing down, and we had these chicks, we have to order them in advance. We used a different hatchery this time. This was from a California hatchery. I'm not gonna share the name because that's not necessary, but we've had some struggles with this hatchery. They were supposed to ship these last month, they didn't. Ran into some issues with shipping. First, they ran into an issue with not enough birds hatching out. We were supposed to get them last week. The weather was perfect for this last week, and they had a short hatch again. They finally shipped them this week. They short shipped us 20 birds, and we had 3 that were dead on arrival, and we haven't opened up the brooder yet this morning, but we know we have some dead chicks in there again. So Lori's really upset. I'm a little frustrated and upset as well. We don't like losing livestock ever, and so it's a little disconcerting for us. We're gonna go ahead and get in there this morning, see what we have going on. It's really cold, which is it's unseasonably cold for us. So that's definitely not helping. But we do need to get to the chicks this morning. We're gonna go take a look at them, see how we're doing. Get to the piggies because they're hungry, so they're back there. Because we're moving them, we didn't actually give them a whole lot of feed last night, and we need to get to that. So we're gonna scramble a little bit, get some chores done, and we'll come back to you. One last shot of that pig pile. You'll see I need to actually add some more wood chips to that last one just to make sure it's completely covered, but we're gonna be moving these pigs today. So that is it for those 3 piles. That is the first, 4 or 5 months of those pigs being here on farm. They're all getting the last scraps and kind of fighting over that and still trying to stay warm. I need to go over with Lori, finish up our normal chores this morning. Then we're gonna take a look and see how those broiler chickens are doing. Aren't you guys out in the pasture? Huh?
Yeah, I emptied the barrel. None of them are actually full of food.
Well, we'll get more feed tomorrow.
Yeah. They always eat out of the first one is their favorite, then the second one, and then the third one.
Yeah.
Because the third one is a little higher than the other ones.
So harder for them to get to.
Yeah. Are you out there nesting boxes now, or you want me to wait?
Yeah, no, you can do it now. It's nothing. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a rag out here to actually wipe them.
That doesn't matter, right?
It's on the bottom. It'll just dry. They'll probably peck at it. Who knows?
do what chickens do.
They didn't get very clean just because I didn't have anything to actually wash them with.
Well, yeah, but they're rinsed off. There's no poop. There. So we're wrapping up with the chickens here. You can see those, we really like those nesting boxes. They actually work really well. And they're holding up pretty good here in the Arizona sun with that plastic base, which I was really concerned about. One of the things I want to show you guys while we're here is we get some rain and we get these wood chips. And the beautiful thing that we start seeing right here, hopefully you can pick that up, would be a mushroom. So I have no idea what kind, probably one that kills you. Most things naturally out here do, you know, rattlesnakes, the heat, things like that. But it's cool to see. Lori and I are gonna go over and take a look at these broiler chickens. We've gotta see how this round goes. I think, you know, obviously it always starts out a little bumpy. This breed is really kind of known for not doing well in the beginning and not doing well at the end. So we had, when we got them in yesterday, we had the 3 that were DOA. We had 1 that we lost within the first hour, and it looks like we lost a couple more, which, you know, that's just tough, you know? I mean, it's part of the deal. Everybody goes through this when they raise this breed, and this is the challenge because, you know, everybody's used to how chicken tastes, how it looks, a lot of breast meat. That's what these broilers give you. We've tried other varieties, and man, I'll tell you what, these are just better, and it's kind of what we're all used to. If we decide to keep doing this, we don't know whether we will or not. We're kind of kicking around the idea of maybe not using this as one of the income streams for the farm. We haven't decided on that yet. We'll see how this goes. We may still try out some different timing as far as arrival of the chicks and that kind of thing, and kind of play around with seasons. But you know, it's just tough to see this. And the thing with this is, you know, this is the only chicken that we really are going to be able to sell. We've used the old ones before. People really don't like them. They're not used to it. A lot more dark meat versus white meat, which I love dark meat, but most people are not, and they're actually not very profitable. The other breeds, because they take longer to actually get fully grown, and in the end, the carcass itself is smaller. So, you know, it's just not profitable. And so we figure, hey, you know, it's kind of disheartening, especially in the beginning here, and tough on us emotionally to have them. And if we can't figure that out, we may just do them for ourselves, smaller batches and that kind of thing. But anyways, we're gonna go over here and take a peek at these guys, see how they're doing, and then want to show you guys a couple things before we get started on our big project for today. So we just got done with the broiler chickens. How do you feel about that?
I don't like doing chickens, I don't think.
No, I don't.
It's too sad. I mean, it's like you can't control it the first couple days, and I just don't like walking in there and seeing dead ones.
Yeah, neither do I. So we're gonna have to try to kind of regroup and decide on the broiler chickens, because I mean, it was the first thing we did with livestock besides the layers, I guess.
Yeah, and I think it's just, you know, second week of March. Shouldn't be freezing temperatures. No, that's not normal. And we've kind of had that throughout the whole growing season for these both batches. Yeah.
You know, this one starts out like this too. So yeah, it's definitely not our favorite. And it's a whole lot of work for very little profit when it's all said and done, and then you go through the heartache of the livestock, you know, and is it really worth it?
Yeah. Maybe
just for ourselves and leave it at that.
Yeah.
We're walking out here because we wanted to take a look at rain. We got a rain gauge. Thank you, Alan. What do we got? Half an inch?
Well, it's half an inch.
So we got about half an inch of rain that fell all yesterday, basically, and a little bit last night. So that's cool to see. I don't know whether we have rain in the forecast or not, but oh man, it's beautiful from this angle. We've got some visitors. Andrew, you're gonna stop by and see us today. That's gonna be pretty cool to meet you. But he's one of our viewers. He came out from Vegas, and so we're gonna have him by here pretty shortly. And then we need to get to the pigs, but I'm gonna see if I can flip around and give you a view of the orchard here on the west side. So we had a lot of wind and this cold weather that all happened right after we planted that white guava. Oh man, and I said that I was really concerned about that one because of the big leaves, right? Mm-hmm. And we were concerned because it is hot in the summertime and it's cold in the wintertime, and here we are basically at freezing temperatures. A week after putting it in, when we weren't ready for that. Gotta walk through the pasture here. We got the chickens on pasture this morning. Boy, it sure is a lot nicer to have laying hens, isn't it?
At least we've never lost one of them.
We've never lost a laying hen. All right, so here we are at the front of the house. Let's leave the pasture behind us. And oh man, the wood chips smell so good when they're wet like this. Let's just kind of do a rundown here. So we have the pineapple guava, looks fantastic. Survived the wind just fine. Right over here, we have the strawberry guava that actually has new growth coming right up on the tips. Actually, that's cool to see. But you can see a strawberry guava, there you go, doing just fine. This is the pink guava, a little worse for the wear, if you can see. Lost a lot of leaves, but it's got some new growth here at the tips, and it survived just fine. This is the white guava. If you guys look back at last week, that was all those leaves on the ground were on this tree, and now they're all gone. We have one leaf left. We have maybe a part of a leaf down on the bottom. Yeah, I don't think it froze. It doesn't look like it did up here. For the most part, we've got the citrus that has lost some of the leaves, but some new leaves are already growing in. But you can see this white guava has seen better days. So. As I feared, I'm not sure if the white guava will even get to summer. You guys know we don't baby the trees, so this tree has got to hold up. I'm not going to build a special structure for it or anything like that. It has got to survive because all the rest of these trees do. So this one has to as well. All right. So we want to go take a look at a couple other things with you guys because several things that we've got green coming on. So I give you a shot there of the citrus. Now we got one more spot, this one right here. So that will eventually be a lime tree. It is the last citrus that we need to buy and plant. So we've been having a hard time finding that on a good rootstock here in Arizona so far this season, which is okay. We've still got another month or so of planting time for citrus, so eventually we'll get that one in. But you guys saw the rest of the citrus is doing okay. We've got the wood chips down to form kind of a walkway, and we will leave the middle spot open and let that eventually have grasses, natural desert grasses and things that will grow in, because water will get trapped on either side here of the wood chips. It kind of really stores that water well, allows it to sink into that ground, and eventually we'll get growth out of there over time. The citrus all looks fantastic, a lot of new growth pushing out. We just chomped down on a miwa kumquat, but we're walking by the mulberries here. So, you know, we talk a lot about pruning and the importance of pruning your fruit trees to encourage growth, especially your mulberries, because you have this 1-year-old branch. So this branch formed last year. We pruned these real heavy here in the wintertime, and they're starting to break dormancy. We have all of the new branching that's now pushing out of this. And every time you do that, as Lori comes in a little closer, you'll see it is loaded with fruit. So there is 1, 2, 3, there's 4 fruit on this one branch that's popping out here. And I've got branches every ½ inch or so that are doing the exact same thing. So hopefully you pick it up on camera, but this one branch right here probably has 50, 60 fruit on it, maybe more. And it has only just begun to actually start pushing out fruit. So what do I have? 50, 60 fruit here, and then there's the tree. Just loaded. So, and the fruit's really small, but there's just a whole lot of them. So that's really cool to see. All right, what do you think? What do you think of the chances that I'm gonna get this out of here?
I don't know.
Oh,
Break it?
yeah. Oh, not that one. Ooh, that's a good one.
Nice.
All right, so we've been busy today. We got radish harvest. Austin's got here. Go and lift that up so everybody can see it. So we got daikon radish and black radish here. So a bucket of that and a bucket of that. That's pretty cool. So we got a lot done today. We did get the pigs moved, so we're gonna show you guys that in another episode. Wanted to give you guys a quick harvest. It was cool to get these radishes up. And we've got a lot of work to do tomorrow. We've got Austin and Nikki here with us, which is cool. We're gonna have a good evening tonight. And it's really windy and cold out here.
Yes, it is.
We're gonna get inside. So until next time, you know how it works. If we can do this on the edge of nowhere, so can you. It's just best for me to not talk about what you just did.
Staying stiff?
You were sliding your hand up and down that hose.
I was getting the shirt off of it. Oh my goodness.
Hey, watch it.
Why is everything sexual to you?
I don't know what to tell you.
Men.
Yeah? I'm one. Okay, there we go. Here, hon, you want to come grab this? Let me pass this off to you. It's like handing over a sword. My liege, there you are. My queen, my gift to you. There you go. There's that. Wow. What else was under here?
Yeah, does the knife even work on this?
No, the knife doesn't even cut those things.
It's like not, I can't even cut
It doesn't do anything.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, here's more. So, my nose running as usual. Do you think the saline coming out of my nose is good for the garlic?
You're just letting it drip?
Well, I've got dirt and crap on my hands.
Wipe it on your sleeve. I don't know.
Yeah. That's good. All right, don't lean on this left shoulder. Here, come this way.
She wants to unzip my jacket. I'm gonna
Oh
get
my
cold.
goodness gracious. You look fine.
Silly. Now it's done.
You know, this will wind up on the bloopers. That zipper's not gonna work, you guys. It's broken.
She knows, but she doesn't want it to be all wonky.
He's gonna look silly on the vlog.
The jacket's not gonna. Yeah, the jacket's not gonna make it.
Just do that.
Some people are prima donnas.